This is a brand new section of public open space on the very southern edge of Leeds city centre. Until recently, this land was used for car parking, and part of the new park used to be one of the carriageways of Meadow Lane, a road leading in and out of the city centre. Before that, there was a market building here, streets and factories. Now, this brownfield site is part of a project to increase the proportion of urban greening in Leeds. Urban greening is the process of increasing and preserving open space, such as public parks and gardens in urban areas. It helps to combat air and noise pollution. It soaks up rainwater so that flooding is less likely. It creates habitats for local wildlife, and can lift morale in the people who see it, calming traffic and lessening urban crime. Leeds City Council currently manages around 4,000 hectares of green space across the city, ensuring that the city remains one of the greenest and most attractive places to live in Europe. This is Park Square, in the very heart of the city centre. In the background you can see Leeds Town Hall. There has been a park here for over 200 years, providing space for people who live and work here to walk and relax. Urban greening softens the harsh shapes of the buildings and can make the built environment more attractive. The Victorians recognised the value of public parks, introducing many in the city as it quickly grew. Roundhay Park is the largest and is, in fact, one of the biggest city parks in Europe, covering more than 700 acres of parkland, lakes, woodland and gardens to the north of Leeds. The park is one of the most popular attractions in the city, with nearly 1 million people visiting it each year. This terrific asset, owned by Leeds City Council, provides open space and recreation for the residents of the city and visitors from further afield. The overwhelming majority of Leeds residents visit a local park at least once each year, with over half stating that they visit daily or once or twice each week. In a study conducted by Essential Living, Leeds was listed third greenest city in the UK, behind central London and Birmingham, and it had the most green attractions. However, in the same study, the city came in second place as the city with the highest pollution rates in the UK. This suggests that more green initiatives are needed in the city to cater for the growing population and in order to bring down the pollution ratio. Leeds City Council is already aiming to address this by improving urban greening within the city. There are ambitious plans to double the size of Leeds city centre, and urban greening is at the heart of this transformation. The conversion of brownfield land into Aire Park is set to create the largest new city centre green space in the UK. Regeneration of this site will provide a brand new, modern, child-friendly 21st century park accessible to all. The park will feature a series of connected and diverse open spaces, allowing it to be used year-round, day and evening, for a multitude of purposes. Aire Park will help with the number one priority for Leeds, to reduce the carbon emissions and improve air quality in the city centre. Urban greening can be introduced in many ways, and there are other initiatives being developed and introduced in the city. For example, passengers waiting for buses near to the Corn Exchange have noticed bus shelters have recently had gardens, sometimes called bee stops, installed on their roofs. There is also a project at Wellington Place, in the west end of the city centre, which will see access returned to the historic Monkbridge Viaduct for the first time in 40 years. The formerly disused rail track will be transformed, with a lift and stairs along the existing wall of the viaduct, which will provide public access to the top and create an elevated urban park. Nearby, there is an active campaign to similarly convert the extensive Holbeck viaducts into a green walkway in the sky. Urban greening can improve the quality of life for urban residents. Whether it is creating new parks and recreation areas, or simply landscaping the sides of waterways and railways, it makes a difference to where we live. Providing open spaces and greenery is an essential element of a sustainable settlement. Next time you are out and about, take a look around and see if you can spot some local examples of urban greening. Thank you for watching.